Right, hello again. Apologies, I cut the last question off. I was aiming to cover 2 questions per video for this 10-question paper, but I'll do this part C and then I'll go up to question 5 in this one. Right, so petrol costs £1.30 per litre, so 1 litre equals 1.75 pints. So you could also say that 4 litres is 7 pints. That's also another way you can write the conversion, similar to how you can say either that 1 mile is 1.6 kilometers. You can also say that 5 miles is 8 kilometers and so on. So it's a similar metric. So anyway, right, so petrol costs £1.30 per litre. So 1 litre, 1.75 pints. So it's £1.30 for £1.75 pints. So we want what the cost of per pint is. So we're going to divide by 1.75 and we're going to do the same over here. And if anything, this video shows how powerful ratio is really. Ratio makes things like this quite simple. So we're going to have 1 pint and using this over here. So £1.30 divided by 1.75. It's going to be 0.742, so 0.74, so 74 pence. So no, I wouldn't say that's close to 60 at all, really. Right, question 3 then. So buy Swiss francs for £1 buys 1.24, and then when you sell them, you get 1.28 for each pound. Right, so Amerit has £450 to buy Swiss francs. The maximum number he can buy. How much to the nearest penny will it cost him? And they only have these denominations here. Right, so first thing we should do, £450 is times by the forward exchange rate, so times 1.24. So 480 times by 1.24, which I get to be 595.20. I don't know what the smallest denomination is for this currency. So, but generally speaking, with pounds, it would be 2 decimal places. But we can leave it as this for now. Right. So now they only have these denominations here. So using these denominations, how close can we get to this? And it's very easy to see that 590 is what you can make. You get given tens, so you can get to 590 quite comfortably, I would say. 590 CHF is what he's getting. So now we need to, so we found the maximum number of Swiss francs he can get. We've done that. How much to the nearest penny will it cost him? So now we need to take this and convert it back. So this is something that was noted in the examiner's notes that not a lot of candidates noticed, was that when it goes back, it's 1.28. So 590 divided by 1.28. So 590 divided by 1.28, and that is 460.9375, and then in pounds that's obviously 460 and 94 pence. And that would be your answer for that. Nice and straightforward. Okay, so in this part of the question, you'll be assessed on the quality of your written communication. So this is an OCW question, so you are expected to be organized. Right, first thing we need to do, identify this as a prism. It's a triangular prism, to be specific. It's a triangle face on the front and it's extended backwards by 2.5 meters. So everything here is given in meters. So this bit here is it's not as daunting, really. There's no conversion that's going to be needed to be done. So let's get started. We need to find the area of the front face. The formula will be in the front of the paper if you need it. So we need this height here, and we're going to do this through Pythagoras. So like so, 1.8 meters, h, and 0.7. So we have that 1.8 squared plus h squared, 0.7 squared plus h squared equals 1.8 squared. So we're going to have 0.49 plus h squared equals 3.24, I believe. So then h squared is going to equal 3.24. Take away 0.49. I have an idea what this is, but let's not make a mistake in the video. So h squared is 2.75, so therefore h is the square root of 2.75, which is 1.66 meters. So now we have what we need. So volume of prism equals cross-sectional area times by height or times by the length, which it would be length or height depending on what the context of the question. In this case it is length, but it's the same thing. So we now want to find the area of the front face. So cross-sectional area is equal to 1/2 the base times the height. So the base of the entire thing is 1.4, because this is in the middle, it's a bisector. So it's going to be 1/2 1.4 times by the height, which we got to be 1.66. So it's going to be 0.7 times by 1.66, because the half of 1.4. So I get this to be 1.162 meters squared, remembering squared because this is an area of a face. And then the volume of a prism is equal to 1.162 times by 2.5, which I get to be 2.905 meters cubed. And you can call that 2.9 meters cubed if you want. I feel like that's reasonable. Right, which of the following is equal to 0.2 meters cubed? Okay, so to go from meters to centimeters, you would times by 100. So to go from meters cubed to centimeters cubed, you would times by 100 cubed. And so think of it as 2 zeros times 3, so it's 6 zeros, so timesing by 1,000,000. So it's 0.2 times 1,000,000, which would be 200,000. So it's this one here.